Former India captain Sourav Ganguly has backed BCCI's decision to drop cricketing ties with Pakistan under the shadow of the recent terror attack. In the aftermath of the Gurdaspur terror attacks, BCCI Secretary Anurag Thakur had said that security of the country is primary and only then can cricket relations between the two boards continue. Now, this sentiment has found an echo with Sourav Ganguly saying the same, and the former Indian captain said, "I think BCCI is correct in saying that terror will have to go completely before play can happen. We cannot take away the sufferings which the people go through at the border, especially after what happened in Gurdaspur yesterday." Let's now listen to what Anurag Thakur had to say on the resumption of Indo-Pak cricket ties after the terror attack. Sourav Ganguly is now joining us on the phone line for more. Sourav, you think that cricketing ties then in that case should not resume between the two countries, considering that Pakistan has so far failed to act on terror emanating from its soil?
Yeah, obviously that's what the Honorary Secretary of the BCCI has said, that till terror goes on, cricket between India and Pakistan cannot happen. It has happened in the past also. I have been a part of a few India-Pakistan Test series. I was captain of the India-Pakistan Test series in Pakistan in 2004. So with India-Pakistan, till it actually happens, we don't know. So that's what it is, and that's what's happened in the past, and I presume that's going to happen in the future.
All right, Shivani is also joining us. Shivani wants to ask Sourav something. So, Shivani, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Maha. Sourav, thanks a lot for joining us. Of course, everybody, echoing the views that you have also backed the BCCI coming out yesterday, or rather Anurag Thakur coming out in his personal capacity. Do you think under the climate there is, very little possibility of India and Pakistan going ahead and playing? They were planning for a series in December, but given the, in the wake of these attacks, BCCI would not be comfortable going ahead with this.
Yeah, I presume so. But things change very quickly as well. It's happened in the past also when tours were fixed and it got cancelled in the last minute. I've said that till the first ball of an India-Pakistan series is not bowled, nobody knows whether an India-Pakistan series will happen. But things have also changed at the present moment because of the attacks in Gurdaspur. It is felt that the series may not happen, but you never know 2.5 months down the line. So I think it's not right to make so far-fetched statements of whether it's going to happen in December or after that. But at the present moment, if terror continues, I think that is what is going to be the standard. Yes.
Absolutely, and many others have echoed that sentiment. Sourav, of course, the other side of this always is that why should sport be held hostage to government talks or relationships? But you feel that current climate under no circumstances allows for an India-Pak series. Of course, they play each other in other multi-nation events, but a bilateral series, even at a third venue, even at a neutral venue, would not be possible under the present circumstances. And Anurag Thakur said that he will put the same view in front of the BCCI as well.
Yeah, I think let's leave it to the BCCI to take this forward. Mr. Anurag Thakur is part of the ruling government also, so I think he'll be in a better position to do all this and answer all these issues.
Big setback for the fans, so isn't it, Sourav? An India-Pakistan clash is always extremely anticipated and excited, but we haven't seen them play often, and there was only one limited over series a couple of years back. Both sides were looking forward to this, but under the present climate, it looks like it could be a long time before bilateral relationships get back on track.
Yeah, it's possible, but also the possibility can happen that things get sorted and quickly resumed. That's why I stick to what I said, that I don't think it's right to think too far ahead and wait what happens in the next couple of months.
Finally, Sourav, in the future, maybe 2 months down the line, 3 months down the line, in December, would you be in favor of the series happening if things settle down?
Yeah, it depends on the governments of the two countries. It doesn't matter what the players think or what the media thinks or one particular government. If the government of both the countries, the Prime Minister's office feels that it's feasible to have a series, it will go on. That's why I said that it depends on couple, and that's how it remains. So we have to understand that and wait what's going to happen.
Absolutely, but as it stands right now, it seems both BCCI and the current government not in favor, or at least will not take a call in a hurried fashion on this issue. Sourav Ganguly, thanks a lot for joining us. Maha, back to you for now.
All right, Shivani, joining us now is also Boria Majumdar, consulting editor, sports. Boria, the Pakistan Cricket Board has been pushing for a bilateral series between the two sides, and we were nearing actually living up to that by having one in December. But with this terror attack, do you think that it's really going to be called off now? Because Sourav Ganguly said that things change very fast, but it's July already, and if things have to be decided, then isn't this a very short period?
No, it's not a short period. But if you ask me the question, will it happen today? No. Will it happen in August? No. Will it happen in September? No. But will it happen in December? Perhaps it's time to wait a little bit more. The NSA level talks have not yet been called off. We need to see what happens in the next 2 months. Does Pakistan show some intent to try and sort of mend ways and ensure that there is no terror from no cross-border terrorism from the other side of the border? These are all important issues that we need to see, but there is no question that the security and safety of Indians come first, way first, before any cricket can resume. But that's what we've got to wait and see for the next 3 months. A call on this series, in any case, and let me make this very clear, I said this on India Today yesterday, I'm saying this today. The call on this series would not have taken place before September end. Only in September end, after the BCCI AGM, was the BCCI planning to approach the MEA for a formal permission. So they still have 2 months, 2.5 months as of now, to go ahead and decide whether to press on for a series or not. As on today, the series is not a possibility. Whether 2.5 months down the line things change, we don't know.
And that will all depend on whether Pakistan acts on the terror emanating from its soil. Many thanks, Boria and Shivani, for joining us with those details.